Okay, picture this. We're smack in the middle of a near-future heaven where kids are basically royalty because birth rates are tanked harder than a bad stock market crash. Adults are scrambling societies flipped upside down and in struts our reluctant Irokeza-shied Sanda. This average teen who's secretly a descendant of Santa Claus himself, you heard that right.
Santa's bloodline comes with perks like superhuman strength, a nose that glows when lies are afoot, his lying reaction, power, and a curse that's kept the jolly old elf sealed away for ages. But in episode Hey for Real Things cranked up to 11 as Santa gets roped into a full-on missing person thriller that feels like a holiday special gone wrong.
We kick off with Shirai Flayumira, this sharp, no-nonsense girl who's got the intensity of a detective on a caffeine binge, cornering Sanda after piecing together his secret heritage from episode's cliffhanger.
She's not messing around. Her best friend, Ono, has vanished under shitty circumstances, and she's convinced Santa's Santa powers are the key to cracking the case.
The capture saying Shirai straight up ambushes him in a dimly lit Ollie classic anime move, ties him up with some improvised restraints that scream but yet villain and demands he use his lying reaching to sniff out clues.
It's tense man. Sanda squirming, denying everything at first, but when Shirai drops her emotional bomb about Ono being like family, you feel the shift. His power activates and this trippy visual burst his eyes gleam, lies light up like Christmas lights gone haywire, and boom, they uncover a trail leading to some sketchy adult syndicate that's been preying on kids. For who knows what nefarious reasons, big moments, so they are electorate.
There's this heart-pounding chase through snow-dusted streets where Sanda breaks free and flips the script using his enhanced agility to dodge goons, while Shirai tags along barking orders, like a pint-sized boss.
The standout is the power reveal sequence. Sanda interrogates a shitty informant, his lying detection, turning the guy's fibs into visible eras that explode in colorful sparks. It's like a lie detector test meets fireworks.
We get key character beat to Sanda's internal struggle shines through evolving from whiny winner to a genuine protector vowing to shield kids from the adult world's.
Shirai's vulnerability peeks out. She's not just who she's scared for Ono, adding layers that make you root for their unlikely do, and on all we get flashbacks teasing her as this bubbly innocent kid caught in the crossfire, ramping up the stakes the overall wide.
It's a wild cocktail of mystery, thriller, action-packed brawls, and that signature Itagikai weirdness. Think Beastar's emotional depth, but with Santa lore twisted into a dystopian nightmare. Suspense builds like a snowball rolling downhill. Homer sneaks in with Sanda's awkward power mishaps. He accidentally outs a white lie about someone's lunch queue, eye rolls, and it all feels so immediate, like you're bundled up in the snow hard, racing alongside them.
By the end, they've got a solid lead on Ono, but a bigger threat looms, hinting at a conspiracy that could unravel the whole kid's adult-powered dynamic cliffhanger city. Now let's geek out on the visuals, because Shinsaru is behind the wheel here, and they are flexing hard after hits like Dandadan and Devilman Crybaby the animation still.
Clued as melted butter on hot toast. Fights flow seamlessly with dynamic camera work that makes every punch and dodge feel visceral.
Character designs. They'll paru itigik his manga vibe, exaggerated expressions that convey a ton of emotion, like Sanda's white eye, panic, or Shirai's steely glare that could cut glass.
The art still leans into that eerie holiday dystopia. Snowy landscape shimmer with a menacing glow, buildings tower like judgmental elves, and the color palette mixes warm Santa reds with cold blues for this perfect contrast that amps the tension. What's gorgeous? Those power activation scenes steal the show. The lying reach-in explodes in sexualic bursts that are straight-up mesmerizing, blending with flair with subtlety for depth without feeling gimmicky. Backgrounds are a treat to detailed urban sprawl with supple nods to the low birth rate world like empty playgrounds that hit you in the feels, and the action choreography. Keef's Kiss. Sanda's agility sequences have this any energy almost like a cartoonish Nightmare Before Christmas vibe, but grounded in real stakes. It's the kind of animation that makes you pause and rewind just to appreciate the smoothness.
Gentle nudge, where it could step up some establishing shots in the chase feel a tad rushed like they could have lingered a beat longer to build more immersion in the dystopian, saying,
And while the character models are spot on, a couple of off-model moments in proud scenes pop up. Nothing deal-breaking, just a minor hey polish that up for future hips.
But honestly, its nitpicking Sarah's distinct still elevates the whole thing, making Sanda feel fresh in a sea of generate shonen who episode left me buzzing like I chugged too much eggnog, in the best way.
Overall, it's a solid escalation that deepens the world without losing that quirky charm, blending high-stakes mystery with laugh-out-loud awkwardness. Sanda, fumbling his Santa, roll gold.
I'm obsessed with the twisted Sanda lore, turning jolly gift-giving into a cursed power, saying a kid-empowered apocalypse genius, and Adegeka's touch shines through in those emotional undercurrents.
The budding dynamite between Sanda and Shirai has me invested. It's got the slow burn, Ollie vibe that could explode into something epic. What gets me giggling, the humor is sharp, but kind, like poking fun at Sanda's hair reluctance without making him a punchline criticus.
Is pacing a smedge uneven in the sit-up, but it pays off big in the payoff, keeping things kind-hearted even in the dark bits.
Crossing my fingers for the series to dive deeper into the curse's origins, ramp up the adult conspiracies, and maybe throw in more power evolutions. Could we get flying reindeer vibes next? If it keeps this momentum, Sanda's shading up to be the surprise hit of this season.
Do it if we're chang this over coffee at our fave spot. I'd be slamming the table light. You gotta watch this. It's Sanda, but make it and just can't wait for it to pour me another light. We're in for a ride.